How do you beat the negative thoughts? How do you beat the devil on your shoulder? The thing that's telling you to do certain things, the thing that's kind of bringing these challenges and these things towards your attention to then show how much do you really want it. When you have goals and aspirations and places that you want to be and you're on track, you're focused, everything's going so well, and then all of a sudden the devil or the negative thoughts or the bad stuff tends to try and come and shake it up. What do you do when that happens? You do something they don't expect coming. You sacrifice something that they don't think that you can sacrifice. You make a decision that they don't think you can make. Because usually, I heard this quote by Mike Tyson and Francis Ngannou. They were on a podcast, and Mike Tyson tells Francis Ngannou, he says to Ngannou, when you're favored by God, you're also favored by the devil. And now Ngannou has incredible power. When he hits people, he's a very powerful fighter. When he punches people, they go night-night. So Mike Tyson was saying, you're blessed, you've got a gift. And when you have a gift, or when you have something that you believe can help the world, or just do something in this world that can leave a mark. And now Ngannou's definitely leaving his own unique mark onto the world. And when you are favored, or when you have a gift, or when you have something or a passion that you believe can really, really help people, like myself, I really want to be a good speaker. I feel like I'm confident enough and I'll be ambitious enough to be able to go on this path. And I eventually will impact and help a lot of people. And saying that, if I am favored by God in the fact that I have this gift and this passion, this desire to help people, I am also favored by the devil, because now he's gonna try and get in the way and try and stop me from doing certain things that he knows is gonna be positive for the world, because he doesn't want that. So he's gonna put challenges in front of me to try and see if I can fall, trying to see if I'll stop. But it kind of makes me even more motivated to not stop. It makes me even more inspired to be like, okay, cool. Well, that's good that he's chosen me to challenge. It's good that he's chosen me to make things a little bit tougher. And I can blame it on the devil, I can blame it on negative thoughts, I can blame it on myself. I take full responsibility for anything that's happening in my life. But you watching this video, if you have a gift, if you have a passion, if you have a desire, things are going to get in the way. Things are going to get tough. It's going to be a little bit challenging, because when you have this passion, when you have this purpose that you fully believe is true, challenges and negative things are going to try to get into the way. And it's going to be completely up to you to be present in the moment and aware of the fact, oh shit, okay, I remember this random guy, this random YouTube video I watched and came across, and it reminds me of the fact, okay, now I can see this challenge in a different light. Now I can see this challenge in a different perspective, where bring it on. When you say bring it on, when you say try me, because I've done this before. I've spoken to the world before and I've said try me. Try your best to try and defeat me. But I don't know, I always tend to get up in some way or another. I will continue to try and get up every single time. If a challenge ever comes upon you, just remember someone's trying to test you right now. And they're gonna see really if you want it or not, if you're really about that. If you really wanna inspire people, if you really wanna motivate people, if you really wanna help people with self-improvement, then let's do it then. Let's make these videos. Let's put time aside, let's put some brainstorming ahead so that we can figure out what the next step is. And so whatever your passion is, whatever you want to do, there are going to be challenges that are going to come. There are going to be things that are going to get in the way. People are going to come back into your life, were negative before, negative now, and are going to try to drag you down. And it's going to be all hypnotized. You're not going to see it coming. You're going to think it's love. You're going to think that it's all happy and all good. But look between the barriers, look over the barriers, because sometimes people are deceiving. Sometimes people are manipulative. And you need to be careful with that. Be careful with those types of people. I hope whatever challenge you're going through, I hope whatever devil you're facing, whatever negative thoughts that you are approaching, I hope you realize that it's trying to test you right now and it's trying to bring you off your path. It's trying to take you off your journey that you know deep down is an amazing journey. You know deep down that you're destined for something better than what the situation or these challenges have been telling you. And I do believe in you. I do think you can do it. What were the things that you were doing before all this change happened, or this certain situation happened, or this challenge happened? Before that happened, what were you doing? Did you read a certain book? Were you eating certain foods? Were you waking up at a certain time? Try to remember those certain factors or those certain details and try and go back to doing those same things again, because it's going to remind you, oh shit, that's right. When I was on this path, that's what I was doing. And all of the habits all the good habits that you're doing before, all of the different things that you've changed, when you go back to it, it reminds you, it means that, oh shit, okay, this habit that I was doing before got me to this point. this better point that I eventually got to. But now I'm forgetting that. So remind yourself, if it was a certain breakfast that you had, like it can be something weird as that, a certain breakfast that you were having, have that breakfast again. If you really enjoyed it and if it was really good for you, to be able to give you the energy to be able to produce what you wanted to produce in the world. Sometimes reading the book that you read a long time ago that really helped you. Like I've just started reading Atomic Habits by Ryan Holiday. Reading that again has kind of set me a basis and a reminder of how to then set new habits and bring in my good habits again. Because I've stopped meditating as much as I, a long time ago, tried to. But I've been journaling way more than I used to. I probably journaled the most, like actual journal, like pen and paper sort of thing. Writing and writing and writing. And that's been really helping me put things into perspective and understanding where my head's at with whatever's happening in my life. So I write about my successes, I write about my downfalls, I write about what I need to work on, I write about what I'm afraid of, what I'm happy about, whatever. And it kind of just allows me to put it into perspective. So if there's anyone else out there that feels a little bit lost, and before you were on a good track, before you were on point, you were consistent, you were disciplined, you were hardworking, you knew what you wanted, you were putting yourself in the best positions possible, and now all of a sudden a challenge arises, something happens, something changes, and now what do? Do you forget all the stuff that you were doing before? Because I've done that. I've forgotten all the stuff that I was doing before. I've got to make different priorities. The situation may have changed. I may put myself in a different situation, but the priorities need to be, if my content and me being in front of the camera so that I can help people around the world is a priority, then that is going to be my priority. And I'm going to have to try and make an effort to be in front of the camera and to practice doing this, because that's the only way I'm going to improve. So start from the beginning, start from scratch. Look at the simple things that you were doing before and try and implement them again in your life.